Hello guys, what is up? It's Rick Rod, and for today's video, welcome back to Dragon Quest Builders. So, for today's video, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna take a quick break from Terra Incognita, and I will just give you guys a tour of the towns that I have on each chapter. So, let's start with Cantling. So, here we are. This is my very first town on Cantling. Unlike the castle that I made on Terra Incognita, the only hard material that I could use in here was stone. I couldn't really get castle walls, so I used stone for this one. So this is the main entrance. Here I have like a trap for any intruders. There's some spikes. I also put like some spikes around the castle, so that anybody that tries to come in and attack the castle will fall in this pit trap and then they will die. So let's go inside. So here's the save point. Over here I made the kitchen. Over here I added the forge. In here, what I did is I added the stonemason studio. And this side over here, since I had space, I made a pot chamber. Over here I have like a small basement, and in here I have like basically like a storage area. On this side, I have the portals. I thought it was the most appropriate place to put the portals. Initially, I was gonna make like a tortoise chamber, but I think the portals work better. I'm not a ruthless leader. So let's go back up. This is the staircase. As you can see, it's very similar to the one I have on my castle on Terra Incognita. Pretty much just that very same design. Over here I just have a room with 2 beds. I have another room with other 2 beds. And for those wondering, yes, those are beds. It's just that on the first chapter, you couldn't make like normal beds, only like straw beds. So I have a room with 4 beds. In here I have the armor. And in this one, I have a normal room, which is her room. Her name's Pipa. Oh, and over here, it's where you can go up to the watchtowers. Pretty cool. Then I just added a random table over there at the top. And that's about it. So let's move into the next one. Right, so here we are. This is the town for the second chapter, for the town of Rimmel Down. And this is the main entrance. Unlike the first one, the main material I could use for building here was wood. And basically the brick floor that I have, I just got it from another place. So I just had to destroy them. I couldn't build them over here in the town. So let's start over here, and here I just have like an inn. There's the first floor with 6 beds. Then I made a second floor with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds. And then I made a small balcony, which I thought was cool. Oh, hold on. Let me over here. I just made the carpenter studio, which is basically the place where you build stuff, and then since it's a studio, people just add stuff to the chest. Over here, what I added was like the storage area I always had on all my towns. basically just a treasure room. In this little corner, I just made it like a shield area. Shield area. That's what I meant to say. On the other side, it's just basically like a small storage area. Boxes and stuff. Going up in here, I did like the infirmary, or like a hospital, which is basically like on the second chapter you have to treat sick patients, so that's the area where you treat them. You have the save point over there in the middle. Then here we have a kitchen. So let me get back up here. There's another exit out here. Or you can just take this exit. Thought it was really cool to have like a small threshold like that. In here I just have like what's called a purification pool, which basically they just add like purified water over here, and sometimes sardines and water jug. On the second chapter there's an area where you can farm. I think that's what I can call it, farm. You just put seeds in here and they just grow up like normal crops, so that's like the farm area. Here's the alchemist laboratory. That's where Edward Elric goes to. In here I have a sewing room, which also has an exit to a small balcony. And over here in the back is just a teleportal room. I don't know what this guy's doing here. And over here is just a small like alley. I added some palms. And here's just like a small pool. And that's about it. So this is for the third chapter, which is Cole, I think. That's the name of the town. So this one, I try to add like a small water to like around the city limits. But I made the mistake of doing that inside. I was supposed to make it outside, but I just left it there after I realized I didn't want it to close it all again. So over here I have the normal inn. In here I have a natural room. A small place to study, bookshelf, some pots. Now let's go to the second floor, and this is another room. And the reason why there's like two rooms is because there are two ladies in this town. They need their privacy. Over here is the kitchen. Down here I made the teleportal room. Over here I made what's called a builder's workshop, which is basically a place where you build bookshelves, bottoms like this, and stuff like that. Over here, my usual treasure room. Over here, down here, I have the Ironmonger studio. And then down here, I have the hot baths, which is like hot springs. What, way more fancy. And then up here, I just added one last thing. Which, well, I'm missing the door, but it was a bar place, like a place you know, to chill. One last thing I want to show you is that in this place they give you like blueprints uh to make like some traps. With this, the only thing it does, it pushes the enemies back. But it really helped me a lot to battle against, especially when you have to fight the ogres. When they get close, they just get pushed back. So that's how I was able to protect the city. because on the fights, the monsters respawn in this area. That's a small tip. So now let's go to the next one. Alright, and last but not least, we have the fourth chapter, Tantegel. Tantegel, I think that's how you pronounce it. So for this one, I actually built a castle. So let's go inside to check it out. This is how the front looked like. This one, since I had only 3 blocks in here open, I decided not to put a door because doors are usually only 2 spots. It will look way too unbalanced, so I just leave it like that. So first in here, I made another purification pool. On this side, I have a pod chamber, the most important room on the whole game. In here, I have a blacksmith studio. In here, once you complete this chapter, they give you the ability to make this, which is like a harp that changes the music to 8-bit, which I find cool. So let's do that. You see, it sounds way too cool. And here I have what's called a diviner's den, which is something to build like holy water for this chapter. And down here I have a kitchen. On this side I have a treasury, which unlike a treasure room, people actually build some stuff and put it on the treasure chest, which is cool. Here's the save point. Over here we have the throne room. For the princess. In here I have the teleportal room. For one teleportal. So let's go to the second floor. Right in here I have a princess bedroom, which is the bedroom for the princess. She gets special treatment for being a princess. In here is just a normal room. Now for this one, what I did is that on the second floor I made a room for every villager. So everybody has their own special room or like private bedroom. And all bedrooms are pretty much the same thing. So nothing special. So in here I have a small balcony. Now let's go to the penthouse. The last floor in this building. And what I did over here was the altar where you build for this chapter. And in here it's what's called a holy hostel. And that's pretty much it. So there you go, guys. Hope you guys liked it. The main reason why I decided to do this is because I'm very grateful for many of the people that have been liking my Terra Incognita, and I really love the fact that I'm able to inspire some people. So I decided to show my towns on each chapter in hopes that, you know, some people can get some inspiration on how they can build it. So I hope the showing my town, it's for help for you guys, and that's it for this video. Next video I will show off what I have for Terra Incognita, but I think it will be the last video I'll do for that. And then what I will do is I will probably start taking requests for Like I create another save and then I start taking requests of things that you guys want me to build. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet, but we'll see. So hope you guys like all this and let me know your thoughts. And if you like the video, please give a like or share it with your friends. I would really appreciate it. And that's it for now. Peace.